Hi everyone, this is AlphaAli. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. So today I'm doing another VOD review. This is for Fluffy. Fluffy is now actually Masters 2, so absolutely huge climb. Obviously, I first VOD reviewed Fluffy back when they were in plat. We've now moved up to Masters, so it really does show that if you really do take advice on, it can honestly absolutely game change your how you play and stuff like that. I remember the last VOD that we did of Fluffies, we were talking about being a bit more aggressive with people, like making sure that we're blue beaming people when they're being pushed up and stuff like that. So I'm gonna see if obviously Fluffy's, added, basically taking all that advice and stuff like that. I'll have a quick read of what they've put. So I'm such a visuals learner, and every VOD I've had, I take something new from it. I won't give a lot of info about Masters 2. Okay, awesome. This is me. Oh, so I'm guessing we have, I guess this is Eva as well on Junkrat. And, oh, they have a Zimmer on the opposite team. So, playing against Zimmers is obviously not a really fun thing. Basically, people don't know what a Zim is, by the way, just as a quick kind of thing, because I know a lot of people on PC or maybe like lower ranks don't know what it is. A Zim is a device that allows people to play keyboard and mouse on console, and it also provides them with the aim assist that you would get with a controller. This is obviously an issue because it creates an extremely unfair advantage and it's classified as cheating because you're using a third-party device. However, it's something that obviously Overwatch has decided not to pick up on or anything like that yet, to ban it and stuff like that. It should hopefully be coming in the future. We've seen some really good things with Siege and stuff like that. But the main thing to know, obviously, if you are in the lower ranks of console or you are playing PC, do not worry about it. This is nothing you're gonna come across regularly and stuff like that. Obviously, if you watch my gameplay and stuff like that, I will end up coming across them quite frequently, especially the highest of ranks and stuff, because there's a lot of them there. But the main thing to note whenever you're playing against a Zimmer is essentially just try to play your cover as much as you can. Essentially just make sure that you cannot peek them at any point, just so you can keep yourself as safe as possible, basically. But anyways, so I'm gonna do my quick little thing before I, carry on with the VOD. You guys can get your own VOD reviews. They have 5,000 channel points. I do them on my Twitch on Mondays, but I also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays too. They are completely free. You essentially just, earn the channel points that you need for them, just, by simply watching the streams. You can say hello to my lovely community, or you're more than welcome, to go and lurk. It's completely up to you guys. Just come and turn up, watch the streams, earn them for free. Save the 5k, and then send me over the, obviously the little, what's it called, the code and also the rank that it's at. We have on Witch. I had a few Witch WOD reviews, and honestly, I love the skin. I do not see the skin enough because I always end up seeing Mage, and I really don't like Mage compared to Witch. I think Witch is definitely the better one. So we're just gonna head straight into it, just gonna see what ends up happening. Since Fluffy hasn't given me too much context, which is completely fine. Okay, so we're damage boosting Junkrat out the spawn. Really nice. Love how we're using this cover because a lot of the times we will see Widowmakers out of this top, part of the church. I think it's a church. It looks like a church, to be fair. Out of this little church building, basically, there's always going to be a widow that's coming up here. So love how you're already using this cover and playing down here. Really, really nice. Lovely. Can't do anything there. She gets taken out. Okay. I like the res because you did it as quickly as you could. Really nice doing that res as quickly as you can. I love obviously that your diva was ready, to DM you, and the diva just get pinned by the Reinhardt. But really, really great. You did that res as quickly as you could. If you waited an extra second, you would have been dead for that res. But really nice, and then knowing your escape route as well. Really, really great, Fluffy. Love it. Love how you damage with the Junkrat. I would be pinging. Yeah, just in it. Really nice with the ping on the what's called the sim. Unfortunately, you can't go and help follow up onto the damage because, you're playing against this extremely good Ashe. I'm guessing the Ashe is probably the Zim in this kind of scenario. But yeah, obviously, you can't go in and help the diva, so it's best that you just sit back. But I would be looking to maybe damage boost Junkrat here while your what's called your Bastion rotates. Can't do anything there. You can't res either, so it's completely fine. Love how you're creating that kind of cover. Nice. I don't like this GA though, to go and help your Junkrat and stuff like that, because you end up playing about in what's it called, in this open space. So you could help your Junkrat by healing him up and stuff like that, but then make sure you're getting yourself back here, so you're still using that cover. The Ashe was okay. Oh, stream, it had a hand cam. That is a fit, because normally when people Zim, by the way, they normally either try to hide it or they're well known and oh, well, they Zim kind of thing. I've never ever seen one with a hand cam. Wow, that's something else. But anyways, we'll head back onto what's it called. I could talk about Zims all day, but we're not going to because we're watching Fluffy's VOD. Once again, don't like this movement. Right. same thing again. I've been saying this all day to people, right? If we're safe, stay in that space, okay? Are we being pressured here? No, okay? So we can essentially just sit here. We can damage boost D.Va if obviously Junkrat gets out of range. But us playing this post box is so much safer because obviously we don't want to peek this Ashe, and we just don't want to peek anyone that's kind of like main. We can also help out AlphaAli out in a second, who, you know, might end up getting attacked by this this honor that's over here and stuff like that. We are completely fine where we are, so we just sit and we stay safe. And it's nice damage boost onto D.Va. She dives in, really nice. Nice rotation, you know, out. I respect it. Nice damage boost onto AlphaAli, really, really good. Nice res. My other thing is just make sure that you ping it or you have comms with your D.Va when you do this, because what sometimes happens is the D.Va will just like back off like this, and it could mean that the teammate will kind of like push it into you. So just be sure that you ping that res and just let your D.Va know, like, hey, I'm gonna go res. You know, just before you, what's it called? Before you end up going for it, just, you know, to be on the extra safe side, basically. Now, so you're backing out to go and help your Junkrat. Nice bounce to the beams. As soon as like AlphaAli's above like that half HP, she'll start regenerating herself. So just stick that beam on a little bit quicker onto that Bastion. But other than that, really, really great. Beam priority. Okay, with this room, because a lot of people like to push in with this room, try if you can to play this room to play here. Because then they'll either come behind you or they can come in front of you, and you're not already making it easy for them by standing like here for them to shoot you. So just play that tiny bit further back and just play here, okay? Obviously, you can hear that ride. Ooh, okay, I don't like this rotation. Whenever you end up getting pressured out of this room and stuff like that, you essentially just want to do a straight GA out of here. Because if you just do a straight GA using your Bastion, it allows you to get straight back out here. Do a cancel GA so you keep that GA cooldown. It gives you a second, then just kind of like evaluate the situation and think to yourself, okay, what can I do? Because you, once again, you're doing this like weird super jump that you don't need to. And it's putting you in LOS of like this Ashe and everything. So definitely just like play yourself, play back, and get yourself around this cover. It's a nice damage boost. Can't do it for AlphaAli because she's anti-naded. Yeah. Because AlphaAli's anti-naded and she's like flying up in the sky, leave her be. And essentially just, what's it called? Play down here. I thought he went to Pim. Even if he goes to Pim, right? Because if you J yourself like out and ready, it gives you an option then to like outbait him and stuff like that if he goes in for this pin. So like for example, like say you've just like GA'd, say this is your Bastion, because obviously this was your Bastion at the time, right? And you GA yourself out, Ryan's gonna pin forward, right? It gives you then an opportunity for your GA to come online, but also you to kind of like move about to kind of like bait him out and just to make sure that you don't end up getting pinned, basically. But just try to be a little bit more proactive with that and play out. Okay. Now with this scenario, right? AlphaAli's used her ultimate and she's also anti-naded. If she carries on staying up in the air, she's just going to die, and there's nothing you can like physically do for her right now. So just stay onto the ground and focus on other people. You're going to have scenarios like that where you just cannot help people, which is like really unfortunate. So just play to the ground, play down here, and just like play with your team. Really nice. Lovely res. Obviously, just same thing again. Try to like ping it. Just unfortunate that your Junkrat ends up like peeking it. At that point, your Junkrat should just, you know, be playing like quite safe. So we just end up getting like spammed out so you can go and heal. You did the absolute right thing though. Unfortunate with the D.Va. We just need to kind of like back out a little bit more now. Nice. Just let your Bastion die now. This is a lost fight, unfortunately. Love your positioning right now. I'm going to start backing out a little bit sooner. Nice that obviously you realize your team's there. But like as soon as that AlphaAli, like what's called, as soon as that AlphaAli goes in, you just have to look to yourself and think, is this just one of the instances where you look at him and you think, you're an idiot? Like, they're going to start basically just like pushing forward as much as they can, right? And your AlphaAli going back in is just going to make the scenario 10 times worse for themselves, right? You did the absolute right thing of staying back and not going in with them, but just back off sooner. So you don't end up like, you know, with this round, like walking onto you, like swinging onto you and stuff like that, right? Try to like bang yourself out a little bit sooner. But really, really nice. Nice damage to some Junkrat. Obviously, you realize where they are. Nice pings. Try if you can, try to get to AlphaAli. When Junkrat's using his tire, by the way, you can't damage boost it or do anything. So as soon as Junkrat pops this tire, try to get some better, like, you know, some better thing. We could do a cancel GA and like go and help AlphaAli here. We can also damage boost the Remarch punches, because these go through the Rhine shield, so it's a really good pressure onto the Rhine basically. But you being stood here with the Junkrat is going to do nothing, because obviously you can't do anything to Junkrat when he has his tie. You can't damage boost it. You can obviously you can heal him, but the majority of the time he's going to be in a safe spot. So I think definitely look to try and get to someone else at this point. Damage boost. Nice. Even better. Obviously getting the Glock out of everything. Really, really nice. End up capping it, but that's completely fine. Nice reaction, obviously, to get away. Ryan is getting nano, completely fine. Nice, obviously, movement to go up. My only thing is when you're playing up here, try not to play in the room. Play, like, with an Angelic Descent down here. The reason is because you standing up here makes you obviously vulnerable to the Ashe. I also don't like standing in the room, because if the Ashe, like, coach guns up, for example, she'll obviously, you know, she'll get the Junkrat as she's, you know, coming up. Oh, there's a Mercy here, bam, 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 and you can't get out, right? Play just with some Angelic Descent, like, down here, basically, if you want to play with your Junkrat. And then just, like, play there, basically. Because right now you're playing for, like, a pick. To, like, make the Rhine turn around and stuff. So now it's backing off. Nice, obviously help us your Bastion. We do not need to Valkyrie, though. I'm just gonna see how this Valk kind of like turns out though, like what you end up doing with it. Okay, I do not like this Valk, okay, because we don't have a team to be able to like have like, you know, stabilize with the Valk. Okay, let me rewind. Okay, so obviously we talked about playing safe and stuff like that. We back out, right? Obviously we're helping Bastion, which is completely fine. You popping Valk is actually the reason why Bastion dies. Okay, because Valk sadly has this thing where the beams disconnect for a second as you're popping the Valk, right? So essentially it means then that this Bastion doesn't have any kind of like healing or anything like going towards him, right? So essentially you need to just keep the heal beam onto him up until he either puts up the shield. But even then you don't need to Valk here. Like there is like no kind of like big pressure in team fight that's going on. I thought my Valk would keep the pressure on, but as soon as my beams connected he died, so I threw it away. Yeah. And try to think about that beforehand, Fluffy, right? Think to yourself, can this Bastion survive a second with me popping my Valk? And the answer is no, okay? And also, we don't want to use Valk right now, because it would be so much better if we wait for our ramp. Say like, you know, you keep this Bastion up, obviously it's going to allow the, what's called, the Ran to walk back like this. He'll just walk back like with his shield, walk back to the team. Allows space and gives space for the Ram to then start pushing up. What's going to happen is obviously the payload will push forward. It will probably push up forward like to here. And then it allows for then a team fight to occur here. And that's when you use your Valk. Okay? But anyways. Obviously we end up kind of, you know, helping AlphaAli out. I love how we try to get out the Glock. That is completely fine. But as soon as you get anti and stuff like that, look to go away. Because he's just not going to drop the shield now. He's going to be like, like, this is my barrier. I'm going to stay here. Like, I'm going to keep the shield up, okay? So obviously you like back out. Obviously we cannot get this res off now, so this is just a back off. Play your cover. Play to damage boost, very nice. You could go up onto the high ground here, by the way, if you ever like want to hold it and stuff. Nice. Obviously just damage boost over Ram's punches here. Because obviously Ram's gonna like start punching the Rhyme through the shield while the shield's up. That's obviously, you know, played up with Junkrat. Junkrat's obviously going to spam mains. That's completely fine. I feel as though we're a little bit lost right now, okay? Try to just kind of think to yourself, okay, who is still alive in this scenario? So your Remarcher's alive. Your Junkrat's alive. Your Bastion, he's kind of out of the fight. He's like doing his thing. And obviously we know where AlphaAli is because we saw her like go and flank, okay? Instead of looking back like this, try just to keep your eyes on the team fight and think to yourself, okay, am I going to like need to come in to go and help my Remarcher, or am I going to have to like stay with my Junkrat and stuff like that? Try just be looking at the fight. I don't think you can help Ram there. You can't res that. How did you get away with that? I'm going to see how it ends up afterwards. Okay, nice movement to get out of it, you know, to use the high grounds and stuff like that. Why nobody turned around, though, to kill you, I have no clue. Because what should have happened? I'll quickly go back. So obviously we should have been looking at Ram a little bit more here, because obviously we completely losing it. Oh, because it's critical, right? We could have maybe got to him a little bit sooner. They all just forget about you. Because I could have sworn, like, as soon as they hear that res coming off, they don't even turn around for it. Wow. Fair enough. I don't like the res, I will be honest, because obviously, like, you're resing kind of like in their backline and stuff like that, so try not to. We said, like, play back with your team. Your Bastion's going to be obviously one to take the high ground from where you've seen him. So I think at that point, just kind of like play back and go to like damage boost your Bastion and stuff like that. But that res was a very risky res, let me just say that, okay? But I respect the movement afterwards though, you did really, really well. So obviously, you know, with your movement and everything. Nice. Really nice rotation up to your Bastion. Really nice, you know, just cancelling the J there and standing up there. Really nice. Love how you keep an eye as well on your what's called your Junkrat. Really, really good. Nice, obviously top up on the AlphaAli because you're safer than you can do so. You can't really do anything for it there. Like, your AlphaAli just like jumps out into like an Ashe. Like, there's no way you can like rotate safely there to go and help her. Completely fine on your behalf. That's her fault. She fed. Can't res it. How are people not punishing? Like, I'm sorry, Fluffy. Like, people should be punishing you for these reses a little bit more. Yeah, you're being punished now. Oh, go on, go on. No, you can win it. Go on, I believe. No, right. This is the second time where you've resed in their backline. Well, not in their backline. This one's not so much the backline, right? You had to think to yourself, okay, as I'm GAing to this res, you've already got a damage boosted Ashe that we know is a Zim as well, bearing in mind, right? So she's going to absolutely annihilate us if we go for this res, okay? Even so, like, also this Bob's going to hit you and stuff like that. I don't know how on earth you managed to get this off, but it is so much safer for you and your team if you just play up here with your Bastion. Play up here, keep your Marcher up, try and work down that Bob, baby. But definitely stay here, because this is the reason why this whole team fight falls apart. Because we decide we can go and res, and then we don't have a movement option now. We go and do the res, and they were like, oh, but now there's a Bob, and there's like, the Alori's kind of like just stood out here like by herself kind of thing, because obviously the whole team's going to turn around and be like, oh, she's res kind of thing, right? You have absolutely no movement options now. So also, whenever you go for a res, try to kind of predict like the risk factor and stuff as well at the same time. Think to yourself, can I get out of this res? Like, it's a good res, do not get me wrong, but there is no way you can get out of it safely, which is how you end up taking so much damage from the Bob. And then obviously you end up taking damage from the what's it called, from the Honor as well, and you end up dying because we end up getting DPS by the Honor. Whereas it would be so much better if we just stayed with our team right now when we were playing with them. So I think definitely try to tone it down on the reses, Fluffy. What happens with reses, as soon as you get like higher up, because obviously, you know, you're playing in higher lobbies and stuff like that now, you end up having to res either instantaneously, or you end up having to wait until like the safest moment for you to do so, right? So you have to kind of like get that into like your head now, where it's very much like, okay, you have to res this as soon as I can, as soon as you did, like, for example, like how you did with the Junkrat. Or we have to, well, that's not your fault, or we have to, what's it called, we have to wait until like the team fight is so safe, or we have like people to help us with it and stuff like that. So embarrassing though, I thought my team was still mid, so I thought I had a way out. My fault for not looking. Yeah, it's alright, Fluffy, don't worry about it. You can res this one though. Very nice. I was going to get hit by Dynamite with it, which is completely fine. Nice, obviously be looking to like get forward. You're not going to contest this, which is unfortunate, but it's all good. It's a nice damage boost onto the soldier. Like this like little flank that you're taking right now, it's really, really nice. Really, really great. Love like how much you're using this cover and stuff like that. Obviously you don't need to go and help Zarya because nice how we're still playing inside. Okay, my only thing is I would play a little bit further off from being, what's it called, with the soldier. Like I would play a lot more like back here if I can, because it was very close to you being hit with the shatter here. Now obviously we do end up avoiding it, which is really, really nice, but it also provides that distance to say if this this sim just decides, you know, just to focus you instead, because you being back here gives you movement options. It allows you to go to your Zarya, it allows you to go to your like Moira and stuff like that. But keep going. Don't get your lock out here. Just keep your soldier up. It would have been so much better if we just damaged the soldier throughout that entire thing. Yeah, exactly, Fluffy. And you've realised that, which is really, really great. And I feel as though you just end up dying here because your team sadly die main. It's unfortunate, but you do the absolute right thing here. Like, you make that commitment with the soldier. It's just unfortunate that your team ended up falling while you made that commitment. But you did the absolute right thing in your eyes. You did the right thing. I wouldn't res here. The reason why I wouldn't res here is because obviously A, this Doomfist is here, but also B, this is very close to like him respawning and stuff like that. I would rather you guys be able to push out with obviously, you know, the Zarya and stuff like that and start contesting, allow the Bastion to properly respawn, and then if someone ends up dying during this overtime, well, not this overtime because it's not going to be overtime, but like if anyone dies during like this last push, then you can, what's it called? Then you can do something that the Ashe is so. And as soon as you realise that, you essentially just have to play like as safe as you possibly can. Obviously, nice rotation out. Just make sure you use that cover. Oh, go on. Get the Mercy. Nice, go for the Ashe. Go on, you've got it. Oh, dude, she's won! Go for the health pack, very nice. Okay, this is absolutely their Mercy's fault, can I just say, because you shouldn't have got away with this, but I like that you did it, and your aim was pretty good there, Fluffy, okay? So, first of all, let's talk about the start of the Valk. So, love this start of the Valk. You could essentially just, you could just play back here, obviously really, really like this. If you want to surprise the Ashe and the Mercy even more, use a slingshot to kind of like slingshot yourself and be like quick to get into their face. I love how, like, the issue, so this is how it kind of, like, unravels for them, sadly. I'll quickly, like, what's it called? I'll show it off in a second. So I like this position, obviously, you know, using your cover and stuff like that. So I love how you focus the Ashe up until the Mercy, then realizes, oh, you know, and then you go for the Mercy. Really good target priority here, really, really good. This is this Mercy's fault, though, for not, you know, reacting to the Ashe quick enough, but really well worked by you. And then, obviously, you playing with the Ashe. Dude, it's just 1 HP. Could have killed him, man. That's so unfortunate. Nice. But really well played by you there. That was really, really great. Just remember, like, if ever happens where, like, the Mercy starts, you know, healing the Ashe and stuff like that, at that point, just leave it and, you know, go and, like, help your team and stuff like that. But I love how you took that opportunity and, like, ran with it. Really, really great, Fluffy. That's alright, we'll keep going. Obviously, we're holding it now, which is really, really nice. Playing back with the soldier. At this point, I would be looking to move away from playing on the point and play like over here, which I hope you'll like do in a second, because obviously they're going to start pushing and the main place is going to look is like the point. So definitely you want to back off in a second, which I'm hoping you'll do. We go into Ashe, which is really, really great. Love the cancel GA. Really lovely movement. Lovely heals. What you can do with Ashe, by the way, is a little bit more like advanced, I guess. Because you can do it with quite a few heroes. You can kind of learn when they're going to want to shoot, when they're going to want to when they're going to need healing, basically. Because you can heal Ashe whenever she's like not shooting, because obviously her like shooting is like shoot. That's how like Ashe's works, right? So you can damage boost, heal, and you could kind of do the same with like Floras. You could do the same with like Widowmakers and stuff like that, because obviously Widowmaker has to wait for like a charge to shoot up and stuff like that. It's a bit harder with people like soldiers, but because you have to like wait for him to, you know, to finish off this like entire like clip of like bullets, basically. But with Ashe, it's a little bit easier to kind of like see like when she wants to shoot and then when she wants to heal. You can kind of like flick on the damage boost ever so slightly for the damage boosted shots. But that really, really great so far. I would put my beam on as you're flying down here. Make sure you put your beam onto your Zarya or like your Moira or something, just so you can top her up a little bit more. You do not want your tank to fall right now, especially because she has grab. If your tank falls now, this is absolutely catastrophic for your team, because you'll have to wait for her to respawn and have like a really like wonky grab as soon as she like as soon as she gets back. You do not want your Zarya to fall. Also, she has charge as well, right? You do not want her to fall. So be sure to just put your beam on her a little bit quicker here. Nice heals obviously onto Ashe. Really, really great. Obviously you hear the Ashe on the opposite high ground. But you can do that. You can do it. Okay. With this, it's such a hard angle to try and get, but you have to be like here-ish to get it. It's really picky, right? Now, I like that you're trying to get it, but we end up spending too much time trying to get up to the res, okay? If we try a few times and we can't get up to this res, leave it. Go and help your team. Because I feel as though we take a little bit too much time looking to try and get this res off, but in reality, our team has 3 ultimates here. It's so much better if we can just get to our team and start damage boosting these guys. Help out with the grab or something like that. I got a no options J, I can see the soul. So when you're down here, you can see the top bit of the soul, but the soul is like, you can see, like, you know these like little wispy bits on top of the soul? You can see them, but you cannot see the actual soul itself, which is like the bowl. You need to have the bowl in, like the little bowl in your sideline rather than the little like wispy bits. The wispy bits are just like an indicator for you, like here, like it's here kind of thing. So you need like a tiny bit more LOS of it before you're able to GA. It's so annoying because it happens so many times that, you know, people just end up falling. You can also use other people's movement to get up here. Like, you can also, like, you know, like, use soldier and then, like, flick yourself up and around if, like, you desperately need to get the res off. But right now, I would actually, if you tried a few times, you can't get off really quickly, just play main, play with these guys. These guys have ultimates ready. You can wipe these guys with these guys' ultimates, alright? It's nice damage boost, obviously, onto Zarya. Soldier obviously ends up like going in into him, which is completely fine. And I think it just ends up kind of like falling apart all a little bit there when that soldier pushes forward. It's that soldier's fault. Like, if the soldier didn't in forward like at this point in time, the soldier could have definitely like stayed and like, you know, got a good visor up and stuff like that. But it's because the soldier dies that you end up kind of being put in like this weird scenario, and there's absolutely no place for you to kind of like rotate to or anything like that, because obviously you've got this like really good Ashe and everything as well. So yeah. And everyone obviously, like, you know, like, ends up falling and stuff like that. So, overall, Fluffy, I think a really good, like, strong game from you so far. Your use of cover is really, really great. Your reses have been really good so far, apart from the 2 that you got away with and stuff like that. Other than that, like, your reses have been quite good. Valks, apart from, obviously, the one that we let the Bastion die, have also been quite good. Really enjoyed your pistol usage as well. It's been really, really great. Alright, let me just have a quick bit of my drink. Sorry, Fluffy, because my voice is like starting to go a little bit. Let me just have a quick bit of it. You end up winning it. I'm really intrigued to see how you end up winning it then. I'm gonna be honest. Because, no offense, it does look like you guys are like the weaker team, definitely. But you definitely still have a chance to win it all, 100%. And so we're going back in. We have ourselves a Sigma instead of our like Zarya that we had before. So obviously, you know, still like really good damage boost and stuff. Really good like use of cover right now, playing like on the, you know, underneath the bus and everything. Love how you go and help the soldier as soon as the Ashe rotates. Really good like beam management and stuff from you. Really, really nice. Completely fine with you here. Nice heals. Yeah, I was just about to say leave your Moira, which is exactly what you do. Really, really nice. Well played by you there. Love how you just let your Moira heal. This is perfect. Like, gameplay for you right here. You need to help your Sigma out a little bit here now, because obviously Moira's like used up a lot of her healing. Whenever you rotate around here, I like this rotation, do not get me wrong, but as you do it, try to get yourself to this post box or something, or be like really up close here. Now, the reason why you don't want to be really up close here is obviously because of the rhyme. So try to swing yourself really out to this post box. The reason is because a lot of people will like to flank and like to like challenge from this hotel like here. So essentially, you just want to kind of like play and make sure you're like as safe as possible beforehand, basically. But anyways, so keep going. Obviously, you know, same with your Ashe, which is really great. Lovely damage boost. Nice, really good. Just obviously, can you see how those people coming through? Yeah. We need to be in our cover already. Like, be using these pieces of cover. GA yourself over to like here. Just make sure you're using your cover as much as possible so you don't end up getting picked off by the Ashe. Nice rotation though. Really good damage boost onto the dynamite. As soon as you damage boost that dynamite though, get yourself forward, because what's going to happen is these guys are going to like try and escape and stuff. So definitely try and get yourself as far forward as you can to try and like, you know, damage boost these guys. Boom, that really strong first match. Push forward with your soldier now. Nice, really good damage boost. And now he's end up going to point opposite to cap it, which is completely fine, still be able to push forward. Really strong attack from you, Fluffy. Just once again, use your cover a little bit more. Okay. Literally proving my point, okay? Exact reason why we need to use our Angelic Ascent like you are doing right now. Really, really nice. You cannot challenge up there though, like your Ashe is not going, you know, your Ashe will not want to go back up here until that Ryan has moved. So just stay on the ground here. Try to like get yourself out and away, because it might be that he's making space for the Ashe, you know, their Ashe to come up. So definitely, like, you know, get yourself, like, back down here and preparing out of the way, basically. Because your Ashe will not want to go back up there yet. Mess with the J, but it's completely fine. Use someone else. Very nice. Really, really great. Obviously helping Ashe. Ryan's been knocked down, so you guys have free reign now. Just be sure while you're doing this to be looking at your team, by the way. And I would, as well, if I could, try to kind of rotate round to the back of here. Once again, because obviously, just in case the Ashe comes and like flanks and stuff like that, so we're like already back around, but also B, like, so we can keep an eye on our team, or just in case this Ryan, like, you know, slams people and stuff like that, then we're here and we're like ready to kind of like follow up on that. So just be able to, like, we're just keeping an eye on people. We're really, really nice. Same thing again, push up with our team. Bob isn't doing anything, so it's fine. Just push up with your Ashe. Very nice. Top up. Very nice. Really good off angle here. The same thing again where, oh yeah, right. You're doing the exact thing where it's like you're trying to peek to know what's going on. You can literally, once again, just stand back here. Stand back here like as safe as you can. Even like back here if like you can do, right? You just, once again, you want to create that space and be like safe away just in case like Ashe Dynamite. You don't want to hit both of you again, okay? So once again, just play your distance. You don't need to peek that angle whatsoever. Okay, really nice damage boost. Obviously nice heals. That's how you're backing off some more now. Nice heals. You can hear the Ryan, so definitely back off. Exactly what Ashe is doing, which is really nice. I like that. I like this. This is completely fine. I'm nosy. Yeah, but then ask Eva for the gossip, Fluffy. Like, yeah, like, sure, like, you're nosy, but then ask Eva to tell you what's going on. Be like, hey, Eva, like, what's going on? Or, like, you know, like, ask Eva for, like, comms, or, like, listen to Eva's comms right now. You peeking it is going to put you at risk. So, like, just play back here and be like, hey, Eva, what's going on? Like, what's the gossip kind of thing, you know? You can play back here, basically. Anyways, back to this Valk. I like this Valk, obviously, and I like how you're using up, like, this up bit as well, because obviously, you know, they're going to start, like, flanking from you and stuff like that. So, really good initiative for using your roof and stuff like that. I hope you can start using the roofs a little bit more. I hate that pipe, kind of say. I bang my head on that pipe so many times. Nice recovery though. Play with Ashe, play with Ashe. Prevent it from Ashe. Nice avoidance. We just have to either die or reset now. Yeah, that's fine. We reset, which is all good. We end up kind of abandoning our Ashe a little bit there though. Like, just definitely hold it out with your Ashe, like stay there. Because you getting your pistol out, especially when the Bob's still like active, you're not gonna be able to do anything. So just stay with save your Ashe a little bit more here. Nice. Really good pick from your Ashe. Damage boost. Okay. As soon as your Ashe gets this pick, right, they're going to start backing off really, really quickly because they're going to start panicking, right? It said at that point where you can push forward, you can get your damage boost onto this Sigma Flux, and then you can, like, push in and be, like, really, really aggressive with everyone, right? So I think just, like, once again, try to be a little bit more proactive with your team and try to just be in there and ready. Lovely Flux, though. Really nice. You should just win that now. You're not using two ultimates though, which is kind of like completely fine. Really, really great. Now push up with your Ashe. Nice. Nice. You can res. Very nice. Also with the Sigma, like, should be shield as well is like really, really lovely. Definitely start backing off now if you can. There go. Going to be able to contest, which is really, really great. But I love how you position yourself onto the high ground, just in case they were going to. They switched to Hog, which is a pick for them, I guess. Like, it would be so much better if he went like Diva or like Sigma himself, definitely. Nice. I would actually stay back here because once again, if we're safe, keep that space. Stay here. There's no need for you to move here because you moving yourself forward is once again just putting yourself closer to your Ashe and at risk of like being dynamited or being shot by the Ashe on the high ground. Stay back here. Moira can help Sigma right now, and then obviously you have Soldier back here as well to help, so you can just stay back here because we're safe. Same thing again, just keep our space. Nice heals. It's fine for you to push forward now. Really, really great. Oh, that poor Hawk. Yeah, you lose this one. Nice GA out. Really nice. We just need to reset. Glad that you realised that as well. Really, really great. We need to back out a little bit more though, because obviously Ashe is going to push up a lot. Nice G, and obviously, you know, to keep the beam on. I respect that. Really, really nice. Really, really great. Obviously, pushing up with Soldier now, which is completely fine. We can res. Nice. Very, very good. We flicked the wrong way. What's it called? This rotation, we need to do it flick this way rather than this way, because flicking and facing this way is not protecting your head hitbox compared to if we GA and we flick this way, because this way protects our head hitbox. Just bear that in mind, Fluffy, when we rotate. But now, obviously, you know, we're going to go and heal. Same thing again with the rotation, but because Soldier's being healed by Moira and he also has his heal pad, you don't need to rush to kind of like help him right now. You can actually just stay here with your Widow, allow this pressure with your Widow up until your Soldier pushes forward a little bit more, and then at that point you can then go and damage boost your Soldier. We have Valve, which is okay because obviously we need to help D.Va. Nice damage boost. Obviously we need to keep this damage boost in here until D.Va gets her Bing off. Really nice. Nice heals. I respect that, Valk. Very, very nice. Nice heals, obviously, on D.Va. Nice how you switch your beam as soon as you can. Obviously, Hog's using Whole Hog and his nanoed. Nice wait for the rotation. Really good rotation. Lovely damage boost onto the Moira would have as well. This is really, really great. Moira's a bit all over the place. I felt like I had to do a bit more. I feel as though, like, she is still quite strong. Like, definitely, like, I'm not saying that your Moira is absolutely terrible, but your Moira is, like, still holding her own. Do not get me wrong. Like, there has been a few questionable moments from her, definitely. But, like, when she stood there, like, still, like, with a Soldier that's got his heal pad and stuff like that, you don't need to go back for your Soldier. Don't worry. Just hold your space with your Widow. Like, play your life. Because once again, you crossing, this is just going back to, like, when you had to cross for the Soldier, right? You crossing this once again after you've just done it is like gonna put you at risk of being shot again by the Ashe, like 2 taps with like the damage boost, right? You just want to limit that potential of you being picked off by just playing safe already, okay? So we keep going. And we get Santed. Try to just, what's it called? If you need to heal someone that's like really critical, keep the blue beam on them until about 3.5 seconds. At that point, put the beam on, because then you can start healing straight away as soon as it comes off. If they're like above half HP, I'd look to just switch off as soon as you see the purple's gone. But like it's 4 seconds the anti is applied for. That's damage restored to your Soldier. Really, really nice. Okay, I don't like your positioning here. I feel as though you're playing too close. This is fine while the payload's like turning, but then once this payload's at this point, you want to back off a little bit more and play like here. Because you don't want to play here because the Ashe can see you. So you either want to play like hugged up here or you want to play like really back here. And your best bet is to play back here so you can cut off the LOS from the Ashe. Because the Ashe is either going to peek from this angle or she's going to peek up from that high ground, or she's going to be on this high ground, but then obviously, you know, you have to wait for your D.Va to dive, or she'll be all the way over here where where the Bastion is, which obviously she's not going to be able to see you anyway. But most likely she's going to be here or be here. So you just want to play out that LOS as much as you can, okay? Hoping you can save your GA. Very nice. Love how you save your GA. You need to help Bastion though. Nice. Valk. When you see D.Va diving in like this, Valk, because it allows her to like be in like really aggressive as well with like your damage boost and stuff like that. Because obviously she'll be using her like micro missiles and stuff as she's pushing in here, and then obviously she ends up getting anted and then she bombs, which you can't really do anything to help with. But as soon as you see your D.Va being aggressive and want to be aggressive in, keep up that aggression with her and Valk. Because I feel as though the Valk's a little bit too late. Nice res though. Just can't do anything for your Bastion there, I'm not gonna lie. You're not gonna be able to win that. Yeah, glad that you realised that. You just need to get out. Use your Moira to get out here. Very, very nice. Soldier's gonna die, that's fine. We should have popped our ult a little bit sooner there. It's fine, lovely damage boost is going in. I respect this damage boost because obviously you can't really do anything while everyone's just walking forward. It's a nice damage boost obviously onto the ultimates. Nice. Will the damage boost obviously onto Bastion. Just same thing again, we don't want to be peeking at all this kind of like angle here. So just be sure to kind of like play off to the side a little bit more. That's damage boost as soon as he, like Soldier's healthy, which is really, really great. Play back here, like you're gonna know like Zarya's gonna like want to walk onto the supports here basically. So I think definitely just play back, just play your distance, play back, like play your life at this point. You did what you could. Nice. Love how you assess the situation and know that you can res. Damage boost. Damage boost. At that point, you just need to damage boost someone and just let people know that the Mercy's resin. Because you're not going to be able to hit that Mercy, I'm going to be honest. So just like, you know, I think your best bet is actually probably to damage boost the Coalescence, because the Coalescence can just track the Mercy really, really well. So at this point, like, think to yourself, okay, how can we get rid of this Mercy really quickly? Or we could damage boost the Coalescence, allow it to quickly wipe out this Mercy who doesn't really have any other options like for positioning and stuff like that. Really, really great. Damage boost Bastion here. We don't need to be on point. We do not need to be on point here. Okay, let me quickly rewind it because I want to kind of like talk through what we should have done, okay? So I like this rotation up here. This is completely fine, right? Do not get your Glock out here. Just keep damage boosting because you're not going to be able to hit her. Damage boost Coalescence here because this is going to be the one thing that's going to be able to pick off the Mercy when she flies up out of her like thing. So I would literally like do a little like GA to her and then flick back up to get back up onto this high ground because obviously this is your safety right now. So like definitely what's called like so you can like get that extra damage boost in and then back out. Once Bastion's in his turret form, you damage boost him. Right. Literally, as soon as you hear this, just play, because what's going to happen is this Bastion's going to want to put it onto the payload. You do not need to touch this payload whatsoever here. Like, this is not your problem. This is not, like, the payload right now is not your problem. Your problem is to stay back, stay away from that Bastion ult, and just help your team eliminate this ball. The way you're going to do that is by damage boosting your Bastion, which bear in mind is full HP right now, so we need to be damage boosting him. Damage boost his Bastion. This Bastion has great LOS onto the soldier, onto the ball. Allow him to like work down this ball as the ultimate's coming about. So we just play where we are. We do not need to touch point here. And then it just allows your team to push it in once the Bastion ult is finished because you've just got rid of the ball. Okay? So we just remember, if we're safe, keep that space. Do not move from a spot if we don't need to. But with that Fluffy, a really strong attack by you. Just kind of watch your positioning a tiny bit in like certain areas. But other than that, a really strong, what's it called? A really strong attack by you there. So we have to defend now. Obviously, it's going to end up being really, really close. But it's completely fine. Really nice. I would be looking to start in this kind of room so we can damage with the Moira Orb and then come back to your team. Just get a little bit of extra damage in. But really, really great. Obviously, we've heard that they have Sojourn now. Nice heals. Damage booster, your soldier here. Hanzo has a one-shot ability, so can just like one-shot people. And the other time I would really recommend damage boosting the Hanzo is if he has his storm arrows. So you're actually gonna get more value if you just sit here and damage boost the soldier right now. So you see D.Va coming in. Just do a cancel J here. Get yourself out of that LOS. Give yourself that 1.5 seconds, and then you can obviously J yourself back out if you desperately need to and stuff like that. Because you like, you know, trying to flick yourself up here is going to do nothing for your team, or like nothing to, you know, help you like reposition here. So just cancel it and then look to see what's it called, see if you can get out some way. Really nice though. Nice ping. Okay, we do not want to G ourselves in here. This is Moira's problem. This is not our problem. We can just stay back here and play with our soldier and just play back here. Like, this is not our issue to be with them. Because can you see how, what's it called? I had PTSD for the game before where I had a D.Va die me over and over. I was so worried. So we can avoid this, right, by playing here. And then D.Va, what D.Va will do is D.Va will come through here. Oh, because it's a Mercy. But you're as soon as you hear a dive, bam, you're like out there. Make sure she uses her boosters first. And then you can just J yourself out here and just play passive for a second, right? Now, you end up kind of J'ing yourself into here, right? Your Sigma's full HP. Your Sigma is not your issue right now. You have Moira to help with that. Sigma is completely fine. Your job here is just to sit here and to play with soldier. Because what's going to happen is with Sojourns, they will either slide up to the high ground like she's done, or she will come through this hotel. And the best way you can keep yourself safe from both of those situations is to pretty much sit where this flower bed is, okay? Stay here, damage boost your soldier, who will like, obviously he'll be pushed up here because you've just died, but like he'll be pushed up here so he's able like, to challenge, or he will like go and flank himself like through here and he can like get some people, right? So just basically sit in this like little flower bed here and just sit here. There's absolutely no need for you to like to move from here, because you moving into here is putting you in that safe, that you know, that danger LOS. Put your own safety first, okay? But we keep going. See how your team end up doing. Your Hanzos are picking off the Sojourn, which is really good. Obviously, defense are getting picked off. I think you pretty much win this, because they're going to struggle with respawns now. They're just going to have a drink. Nice, playing your cover. Nice. As soon as you see someone you can J to, you can J him. You do not need to be on point here. Like, honestly, I would be looking, because obviously you don't have your soldier anymore, right? I'd be looking to J up to your Hanzo. So you can, like, J up here and then, like, play in this room or something like that, so you can still play your cover and play safe, okay? Just try and look for that option, because you do not need to be on the point. Nice heals, obviously, onto Sigma, because you do need to do that right now. As soon as it's like quite full HP, you know, your soldier's going to be back, so then start damage boosting your soldier. Really, really nice. Obviously, same thing again, we don't want to be G'ing ourselves into that, you know. Get your count. God, you got this, I believe. Very, very nice. Just same thing again, okay, we're G'ing ourselves out into the open where we don't need to against that Sojourn. Still play that cover, play it safe, play your own life. Because Sojourn, especially when it's a Zim Sojourn, is extremely, like, what's it called? Not fun to play against, let's just say that. But overall, Fluffy, I really like, it wasn't your best defense, I'm gonna be honest, especially with like the death and stuff like that, but we're doing really, really well. Like, this is really strong gameplay by you. Oh, we played Ana. Okay, can I ask why you picked Ana now? This is a quick kind of like query, because your soldier's strong. Like, your soldier's really, really strong, and you can definitely like play soldier here. I just want to question why you picked Ana, that's all. Because you can, like, if your Zarya gets high charge, then obviously, because she's gonna get high charge because they have a turret, right? So, you know, they have the turret. So she's, you know, she's gonna gain charge. You can damage boost Zarya. You can damage boost soldier as well. Support Zarya as they would D.Va. You could what's it called? You could support Zarya even more by being Mercy here. Because you could just put the blue beam on your Zarya. The Zarya will have high charge, and she could just like, because obviously D.Va can't DM the beam, so you could just like walk forward with the blue beam onto your Zarya. The anti's good though as well, to be fair, yeah. I know, I'm just questioning it because I thought that your Mercy was really good. You weren't making any mistakes, and your team is strong enough to have a Mercy. Like, if your team were underperforming, I would say yeah, maybe switch to Ana. But your team are performing really well. Now, obviously I can't really talk about too much about your Ana because obviously I don't play a lot of Ana. As I get antied. Obviously, I work on my aim a little bit with my Ana, like, you've ended up missing the Ana quite a few times. Yeah, try to work on your accuracy with Ana a little bit. I feel as though we're missing quite a few shots, so I think definitely we're work on our accuracy a little bit with Ana, but yeah. Don't walk into this bubble. Like, literally just play your cover here, wait for the Moira to heal you up, and then you can walk forward once the thingy thing's out of the way. Don't walk out, like, just wait for the Bull to finish off his roll. Bull has grapple for 6 seconds, and then we'll stop doing it. Chucking a big nade there. We should have chucked nade before sleep there. Nade would have been so much like more beneficial because there's a big crowd of them. Chuck the nade first. You don't need to be on point here, by the way, because you have the free people. Like, you have the Moira, you have the main, everything like that. You can literally just sit back here. This is the safest spot for you right now because obviously, you know, you can, like, you've got the health pack here. Obviously, you can protect yourself from main. You can still heal your team. And you're also protecting yourself from the people that you know are in this hotel. So just play here. Because that's how we end up getting picked off, because we're not playing our safety. We should be playing off to the side there with our Ana. And overall, Fluffy, a really, really good match, okay? I'm not going to lie to you. I would have just saved Mercy for that last bit. I don't know that's me just, like, you know, having my Mercy instincts and stuff like that. But we could have definitely, especially with the amount of damage they were given to the Zarya with, like, the charge and everything, you could have 100% just kept up your Zarya so well with the, what's it called? With, like, the blue beam and stuff like that. Like, make Zarya your main blue beam target and make it your, like, goal to essentially get her, like, as much charge as possible and, like, get her, like, damage boost and stuff like that. I only played Mercy and played it 3 games, so my aim was terrible. Yeah. No, I kind of like realized it a little bit, Fluffy. Like towards the end of the Ornn bit, I was a bit like, we're missing a lot of shots here. But obviously, I can't really talk too much about the Ornn because obviously I can only just say how I would play Ornn because I don't play a lot of Ornn. But overall, Fluffy, a really really strong VOD. Obviously, I felt as though our like beams were good. Like obviously we know when to damage boost, we know when to heal, which is really really great. Positioning for the majority of the time was good. We just need to play our lives a little bit more. And remember, if we're safe, keep that space. Do not move. Like definitely just like play your safety and stuff like that. Just definitely what's it called? Stay where you are. Stay safe. Reses apart from the 2 in the back lines were good. I enjoyed them. Just obviously you know like don't do those like backline reses that we talked about basically. Valks were okay, obviously apart from the one that obviously deleted like the bastion and stuff like that. I think overall, Fluffy, now it's just you need to play more and you need to understand the game a bit more. Like playing games in plat compared to playing games in like masters and GM, it's like 2 different what's it called? It's like 2 different complete scenarios basically. It's 2 complete different things, right? So definitely we need to like be what's it called? We need to be looking at kind of like playing the game some more in those higher ranked lobbies and really getting to know the game down to like a T at this point. So I think the main thing is kind of like learning that game sense so we know how to back out quicker, we know where to position ourselves the best for like each of the maps basically. But yeah, overall a strong VOD, Fluffy. I really, really enjoyed it. Thank you to everyone on YouTube as well as on Twitch who've been watching this. Once again, you guys can get your own VOD reviews, leave a 5 channel points. I do them on Twitch on Mondays, but I also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays too. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all later. Bye!